Welcome back to another bird session of Purple Rain Podcast. Now, we don't normally talk about AHL events going on this show, because as you guys know, we are a show that focuses entirely on the International Hockey League. Have done so from day one, and will continue to do so until the day I can't draw breath. Amen, sister! Yes, Queen, yes! Thank you. But there is an event that has been announced literally today, February 27th, which we're recording this, which has really come out and thinking, maybe we should be doing this too. So I'll explain what it is. So the AHL is set to celebrate Hockey Day in Sweden, Germany, Czechia, and Finland. Well, that's 3 countries who I can say their national tongues. Swami, Deutschland, and Sparia. Don't know what Czech is, isn't it? It's mother tongue. Anyway, so the AHL begins a celebration of the sport with international fans starting Friday, the first of 4 Hockey Day events across Europe. Hockey Day in Sweden, Germany, Czechia and Finland will feature the AHL Global Fan Tour with 20 interactive hockey-themed activities including skills challenges, EA Sports AHL stations, bubble hockey and the Kids Corner with colouring pages of the league's beloved mascots. Oh, I would love that, and I'm not a kid. I know you'd love that. I'd love that. I'd love to do a colouring book with Sharky and Ducky and Tinsel Bear. You don't have to be Tinsel Bear for 1 month a year. Okay, so how come you got de-tinseled literally yesterday? Because I made the stupid mistake of not bringing Louis down literally after the festivities to be de-tinseled, and of course obviously for February Olympic mode, so what can I say? You won't get that every time, just for you now, but yes, Louis got an extra 2 months of being in tinsel bear mode. I know, naughty, I know. Well, Christmas this year is on a Friday, so that means I have no escape. Day after New Year's Day, it's coming off, Louis. But you'll make sure it comes off. Oh, you mean bastards. Anyway, the highlight of the festivities in each city will be public watch parties of AHL games aired by the league's broadcast partners, Viaplay in Sweden and Finland, Nova in Czechia, and Sky in Germany. Why is the Sky then aired than here? Not that I bother watching it, but I'm just saying, but about UK fans, just saying. Anyway, featuring players from the Hockey Day countries. Broadcasters from the partners will be on hand to provide the coverage and mingle with fans. 4 AHL players, including Victor Stolberg, Louis Eriksson, Martin Hansel, Milan Hedvig, Jari Huri, Pekarine, and Hima Kimanan will also be in attendance to meet fans. Hockey Day enters its 3rd season, having drawn more than 68,000 fans at 7 previous events in Czechia, Finland and Sweden since 2023. How's this the first time we're hearing about it then? This is why, Gary, you need to spend a shed load in marketing. How are we going to know about his events if you don't tell us about them? Just saying. Yeah, just saying. So this season's hockey day celebrations are being held under large tents at main squares in the smaller cities of Gothenburg, Sweden, Paducah, oh, I pronounced that wrong, Pardubice, P-A-R-D-B-I-C-E in Czechia, Dusseldorf in Germany. Dusseldorf's not small! It's got a massive football stadium! Which hosted Eurovision. Yes, in which some idiot thought, no! You can do the high note, can't you? Blue did not take Eurovision seriously, just saying now. Leia did! Leia did! Leia did! Alright, but Blue, good idea at the time, but they did not take it seriously. They got a bit carried away with the hype of the odds. Okay, but let's face it, who didn't back in 2011? And Kuopio, Finland, Kuopio, to better reach bands beyond the metropolitan. Oh, so it's basically a bit like Glastonbury then. What, so we're going to have Billie Eilish come on, do a set piece where she squeezes fuck off eyes. Shit burger bands which are broken down and the food quality shit because they've not been cooked in proper kitchens. The festival goers literally going to the loos in the bushes with their shiwis because they don't want to use the massive cubicles. Oh God. Right, so the reason why I want to bring this up is because I kind of feel this is something that we in the PWHL should be doing on the back of a very successful Winter Games. I'll go through the details for each country in a moment, but I want to just talk about the PWHL side first, and then we'll come back to that, okay? So, hold on. Let me get the post up. Let me download the image of it. Okay. Yeah, I agree. It should be something we do with the PWHL. Yeah, agreed. Well, do you want to go first? Right. You know, honestly, fan events are a great way, obviously, to engage, and you don't really see them much in hockey, no. These days, no. So I think, so obviously to have fan events, this would be really good. And when you have a new upcoming league like the PWHL, it's its third season, what better way to get more people hearing about us than having fan events where you don't even need to stream games. You can just get various hockey fans, tell them a bit about the PWHL, and then have them go get rat-assed. I nearly said plastered, but therefore, oh no, better not. Yeah, because lady, in this country, plastering does not mean getting pissed. It means doing other things pretty much against the wall. Yeah, so there you go. There you go. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a good... Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel that obviously post-Olympics, there's going to be a lot of new people who are new to women's hockey. And a lot of things happen in Milan. Well, you were saying, obviously, during last night's game between the Big 12 sides, you were saying how, for a lot of new people who are tuning in, there's a lot of things that they saw in Milan that they won't see in the PWHL. Like, for example, the jailbreak goal. That rule does not apply to Olympic hockey. It only applies to PWHL hockey. And also, because they're legal hits penalty that a lot of players fell off in Milano, that doesn't happen to PWHL either. Yeah. Also, the coach's challenge is so you can have limit hockey, not the PWHL. No, you used to, but it changed this season. We are going to on that at the end of the season when we've got enough data and see it in action enough. Yeah. We've got thoughts on it. We've got initial thoughts, but we're going to wait till the end of the season when we do that. Yeah. You were saying, you were constantly put on last time during that game in Newark with the Big 12 side. You were saying there's a lot of new people going to be joining us, and there's a lot of things they need to get their heads around on. So a bit like this could do wonders. Yeah. And I do know, various US sports leagues do these things, across the world, and even fans themselves. I mean, are you going about UK Day Short? Yeah, that's what I was going to go back to actually. Take Major League Baseball, for example. Obviously, as you guys know, I was an Oakland A's fan from 2012 to 2023, and obviously then transferred to the Philadelphia Phillies. in 2024 and was with them for 2 seasons. Because ultimately I have now walked away from Major League Baseball. However, if Major League Baseball did want to still do events in the UK, I would consider still going, but it would be as a Ballers fan, and just, but in terms of being involved with leagues, I can't do it anymore. I just can't. But with the Phillies, they have a great fan account called UK Phillies. It's run by Dave Shaw, and he has done wonders for the Phillies organization, and he has done various events, fire events at Passyunk Avenue. I'm not sure I pronounced that correctly. Where they do watch parties, so they watch games. They're fire events, so basically get fans get together. I think that's kind of what we need for the PWHL. Okay, so why don't you do it then? I won't even know where to start. Well, you are this big advocate. I know, but I right now my advocacy is just small stuff, But one day it's not going to be small stuff, it will be big stuff. You could do it. Okay, well what sports bars are there in Manchester would happily do it? There's probably a few would do it. But it'd be easy. I mean, everyone has easy access to YouTube. So what you suggested, we would do, say, a couple of weekends, we would stream whatever games on that night. Yeah. Or we could do, say, coffee mornings. So we basically invite everyone down for a coffee, for Starbucks and the Coke, and we basically just tell about PWHL. We could do it for various different teams. We could have a coffee morning for each team. Or something. But yeah. But you two get, oh my god, they're giving me the death stares now. You two are serious about it, aren't you? Come on, Mr. Advocate. Put your money where your mouth is. Oh my god, I'm being ganged up on my own show! Jesus Christ! Oh my word! I mean, someone's got to do it, George, and you've always said when you became an advocate back in 2023, the reason why you do it is because if you don't, who will? So, this is probably the next big step. I mean, we need events like this in the PHL now. We're exploding further and further. Plus, there might be more teams joining next year, so we kind of need to get these fire events happening. And I think you should be able to do it. Well, you think I should lead the charge of the UK? Tell you what, we'll park that idea for now. We'll workshop it. We'll park that idea for now, and we'll probably workshop it. Might not. Oh god, we'll see if they get their way. Yeah, but I think it's a good idea, having these bar events, and I think it's something the PHL needs to look into. In not just across Europe, also in the markets. Maybe have get-togethers, during the off, because the off season is very lengthy. The PHL, yeah, it is. So maybe it'd be nice if over the summer we can have maybe something in the markets, and you do fan events. Get people to come together, do some raise money for, help fund women's program, something like that maybe. Yeah. Now, obviously, AHL have gone for countries where they know they are successful in. Czechia, Finland, Sweden is constantly the 3 cities they always go for. They are the countries where they go to in terms of. It's been a long day, hasn't it? It's been a long day. Still trying to get back. It's the end of our first full week back into the swing of it, and we're still trying to get back to the headspace, but yeah. So yeah, they are the 3 main contenders where always go to see AHL Global Series happening in their cities. So yeah. I would say if the PHL was to do something what AHL's done, what AHL's going to do, I would say do it in countries like, say, maybe Germany, because Germany's not had a Global Series yet. I'd also do Switzerland, because obviously there's PHL experience in Switzerland. Your mother, for example. Yeah. And then maybe do countries that aren't that well known for hockey, and So maybe do one in Italy, maybe build a factory there. Maybe come here. Maybe come here. I don't know. Yeah. So I literally just got announced today, and by the HL, and I thought, immediately I thought this is something the PWHL should do, because we've got to find a way to build on the success of Milan. Because what's different about this cycle compared to previous cycles, in previous cycles, the moment the flame was extinguished, that was it. That was it. There was no pro league to go back to literally 4 days afterwards. There wasn't any of that. And of course I had no idea there was a World Championship for women's hockey out there until the PHR was around. So and that's what's different. This time round, you don't have to wait 4 years before your next pick of women's hockey. It literally can be the next week. And there's going to be so many people out there who have never been involved with hockey before, but they're now going to be interested in it because what they've seen with our Cortina, they now know the league that exists, a pro league that exists out there for it. And we've now got to find a way to capitalise on that success. And I think fan events are probably the way to go, and I think these really should be things that fans should be doing regardless. Because literally, as long as you've got the money, there should be no excuse for fans not being able to hold a fan events during the off season and get you through those lumpy summer months. So I think it would be a really good thing if you could. And obviously, there's a lot of interest in Europe now. Obviously, going to have the next 2 games with this one with Bhutan and the French Alps are in Europe. There's a possibility Switzerland might get the one after Salt Lake City in 2038. That's not confirmed yet, but I do know Switzerland are the only country the IC as of right now is talking to, and they're not going to talk to anyone else until what happens with that case. So it could be Switzerland, could be one of those. That could be really exciting. Does be. I actually have seen Switzerland's proposal. It will be like what we've seen in the this games and the next games. It will be spread out. So that sounds really exciting. I do feel like this is something that we maybe should copy and paste into PHL and do it in European countries, because we made very, very clear this summer that we wanted to use Milan Cortina as a way to basically, grow our footprint across the continent. And we have talked about how we'd love to see European games. We are going to do is it for Olympic hockey show? Yeah. No, but we are going to do a bonus episode where we talk about what countries we would like to see the PHL do exhibition games in. We're going to do that another time. Not today. We're going to do another time. I know you're itching to do that because you've got a lot of thoughts about where we could go. We're going to do that. That will be coming soon-ish. But I feel like there's a lot of potential here that, and I just think that maybe this sounds like a really good idea. I think the PHL needs to copy it, because we've got to find ways to basically, build on the success we had in Milan, because we had such success. It was an amazing tournament, and we need to find ways to build on that success. And I think having fire events would be the way to go. It's just basically how to utilise them. That's what I'm trying to say. Is how do we utilise and mobilise these and get these sorted. So this could be something that we might see the PHL look into in the future. Maybe look at what the HL's done with these next 4 with these 4 and go, oh, is that something we could do? And if so, how do we go about that? Because we have to find a way. Because obviously this is going to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to just grow faster and faster. So if we can find ways to basically, get people engaged, get people aware of us and involved with us, then that could be a really, really a good thing to do. So So I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on this, even though I'm not really keen on being involved in it, so much longer. I just feel like, I'm going to keep an eye on this. So let's just go through details of each of these 4 events. So the first one is this weekend. So you might suddenly wonder, how much was this already in pre-advanced? So the first one is in Sparia. Probably the best weekend to do it, because obviously next week it's the Finland Best of Ireland, so probably not best to do it then. So the first one is in Sparia this weekend, February 27th, 28th, and on the Saturday you'll get to watch the Penguins at the Rangers. Then next weekend, so it's the 6th to 7th of March, it's going to be in Czechia, and on the Saturday you'll get to watch the Capitals at the Bruins. Then on the 13th to 16th, sorry, 14th, yeah, 14th, sorry, I'm reading off my phone. Then, I'll start again. So for the 13th to 14th of March, that is going to be Germany, and you'll get to see Ducky at Status. And the last one is the 27th to 28th of March, and that's going to be in Finland, and you'll get to watch the Panthers at the Islanders. So the Saturday, you basically get to have to watch party, so don't really get on the Friday. So that is that's next 4 weekends. So it sounds exciting, it sounds really interesting, and like I said, I'm going to keep you a very, very close eye on this. A very close eye. And see how it's done with the HL. And maybe see this is something that the PHL can be looking to doing in the future. And who knows, maybe Whoopi was leading the UK front. Oh god, the Pandora's box I've just unleashed. I've walked myself into that, haven't I? I know. Maybe that's the next step. We'll see. Yeah. So literally, it's just got announced today, which is it's a bit lastminute.co.uk, isn't it? If you go do one this weekend, why are you literally announcing it on the actual first day of the weekend Sparia? People have got better things to do in Sparia. Festivalen. So, you know. Anyway, but yeah, we all know how shoddy the HL are when it comes to marketing, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Have you two got any thoughts that you want to share before we go? It sounds interesting, and I agree with you, John. I bet it's something that we should look into, and it's something the PHL should copy, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so why go for the same country you keep going to the global series? Only got enough marketing coverage as it is. Yeah. I mean, well, it's interesting if I do in Germany, because I'm surprised. You know, you got Leon Draisaitl. I'm surprised that the HL has never done a global series in Germany yet. Because that would be perfect. Butter, straight away. No? Okay. Okay, we will keep a close eye on this, and we'll probably report back, and we'll see if it is something the PHL wants to do going forward. But until then, we will love you, leave you. We'll see you in the next one, and until then, take care, don't get spoiled, please.